Hello guys, welcome back. Hopefully your starter was okay. On to the main course now. So we've got a pork belly from Derbyshire, which has been brined for 24 hours. So it's a 50-50 sugar salt solution overnight, and then that's braised for 6 hours and then pressed overnight again. So it's a kind of a 3-day process on this pork belly, and then we slice it into the little cubes that you've got in your tray. And then you follow your instructions, reheat it, and hopefully that'll be absolutely fantastic when you bite into it. Nice and soft, nice and fatty, but nice and flavoursome as well. So with that, so we've done kind of a classic accompaniment with the pork as well. So we've got an apple puree, which is you can serve this cold or you can serve it hot. Probably easier to serve it hot, cold. It's quite sour. I've not put too much sugar in there, okay? So all I've done is I baked the Bramley apples, a tiny little bit of sugar and a tiny little bit of butter, and then blended them to a puree. So it's still got a bit of sourness to it, which goes with the fattiness and the richness of the pork, and the pork sauce as well. So what we're going to do is you're going to find your apple puree. You're going to get a spoonful of that, and then you're going to pop it to the left side of the plate. You can keep it like that, or get yourself a little palette knife and just swipe it across the side of the plate like that. You get a little bit of chefy. A couple of tips on plating up, guys. Get a big plate. I can't stress this enough. Get the biggest plate you can. Use main course plates for your starters, your main course, and your desserts. It just makes your food shine so much more if you've got all the space and a nice bright white plate. Okay, so we've got the apple puree on the bottom there. We're going to pop the cabbage and the sweet corn mix there. So some braised hispi cabbage and some charred sweet corn. All that's been done is fried in a little bit of oil and butter, which is in your bag. So really tasty. Don't put salt in that, guys. There's enough salt going on with what we've got going on with the pork and the sauce as well. So what we're going to do is obviously fry that off for a couple of minutes in the oil and the butter. Straight onto the plate there. Okay. Try and keep that nice and green with a little bit of crunch to it as well. Okay, so we're just going to sit our pork belly right on top of there. I've got a corner bit of the pork, so mine doesn't look as nice as yours, hopefully. So you've got some nice rectangle bits. So I've just took a corner bit here just for the video. Pork belly, it's just going to sit right on top of the cabbage there. So when we cook that, we're going to cook it skin side down in a dry pan for kind of 4 or 5 minutes till the skin starts crisping up. Transfer it to an oven tray, get it in the oven for kind of 15 minutes till it's heated through. Okay. Polenta chips. So the polenta's been cooked with vegetable stock and parmesan, and then sliced. All you're going to do is make sure you cook them in a single layer, guys. Don't stack them up on top of each other so they go nice and crispy. And then you've got a little pot of extra parmesan there as well. So once they come out of the oven, just sprinkle on that extra parmesan. Okay. And just let that kind of go all around the chips. Okay, and then once again just kind of stack these however you want. Don't be tempted to put any salt on there, guys. Okay, stack them up like that, kind of Jenga style, and then we're going to do onto the pork and cider jus once again. So as before of our beef and our lamb jus, we reduced them until they're really sticky. I'd be tempted just to warm this slightly, because the more you reduce it, the saltier it's going to get. So don't over reduce this, guys. Okay. So all you want is a nice kind of thin sort of jus that's just warm. Okay. So we're just going to pour a little bit over the pork, and then a little bit around the plate, because we've got a massive plate. Okay. And that's pretty much your main course, guys. So roast Derbyshire pork belly, apple puree in the bottom, sauteed hispi cabbage, charred sweet corn, polenta chips, and a cider and pork jus. Hope you enjoy your main course, guys.